Now, I don't know what Elon Musk has done to Mutahar, but it must have been something absolutely just terrible. Maybe he rolled up and punched his mom or something like that. But the Elon Musk derangement syndrome is just absolutely off the charts right here. Every single opportunity Muta gets, he's just making a video instantly. Elon Musk is stupid. Elon Musk is not an engineer. Elon Musk doesn't understand computers. Elon Musk is bad at business. Elon Musk got lucky when he became a billionaire. It's just absolutely insane. And in this video, we're gonna watch and listen to Mutahar make a couple of points. And then we're gonna laugh at him because none of these points are even lukewarm temperature IQ. And it's gonna be absolutely great.
Mutahar, and boy, oh boy, blue verified check marks. Man, I would never expect it to be as confusing as what we've seen in the last few days.
Of
Now,
course.
a verification system is pretty much designed to verify users on a social media service, okay? Typically on a social media service, anybody can pretend to be the president of the United States, okay?
Yep.
The check exists so that anybody, a normie that logs into your social media service, can look up the president and be like, oh, that guy's got the check? That means that's the president, right? Now
Because that obviously works so well.
that's pretty much what a verification system is for. Generally to identify large user accounts, more prominent accounts from the general rabble, okay? Now again, verification exists to
Rabble.
also prevent things like scams, so on and so forth. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, Twitter's verification system has had a roller coaster of developments. And honestly, in the last few days, it's pretty much gotten back to what it used to be with like a billion extra unnecessary steps. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to understand, this all comes down to Twitter Blue. Blue subscribers get a phone number with a verified phone number. Will get a blue check once approved. Now, what does Twitter Blue do for 10 Canadian dolans a month? You get prioritized rankings in conversation and search. Basically, pay
That's
to
pretty
win. If
good.
you've noticed, if you're on Twitter, every time you make a post or you click on a post, you'll notice the people typically at the top of the reply chain are blue checkmark users.
True.
That's because they get prioritized. It is what it is. And I want to stress that I don't even think this is okay either. I believe if you're on a social media platform, it should really be the most popular post that's actually organically popular that should be promoted to the top. Also, Twitter specifically benefits from the fact that you just pick who you want to follow. So if I
Okay, so first of all, before Elon Musk, the trending wasn't real. It was all what Twitter picked that it wanted to trend. The people at the top you saw were all handpicked by Twitter every single time. Yeah, pay to win is, I think, honestly, much better than the people at Twitter just choosing themselves who they want you to see. I honestly think pay to win is a much bigger step up from what we had previously.
I follow 10 people, I want to be able to see their 10 tweets chronologically without any For You algorithmic boosting fluff.
And that's
again, this
stupid.
is clearly pay to win. And again, if your business relies...
I'm not gonna go in depth into that, but if the system was like Mutahar just described, no one would use Twitter because no one cares about the average thing a person tweets. No one cares about Timmy over there saying, oh, it's a great day outside today. No one wants to see that. No one cares to see that. People don't want to see that. If Mutahar was in charge of Twitter, just that decision alone completely would destroy the platform in a matter of days.
...is on Twitter visibility, you're pretty much forced into buying this. Stop seeing approximately see approximately twice as many tweets between ads. Dog, you don't even get rid of the ads for $10. You still have to fucking see them. Unlike other, services like YouTube Red, Dailymotion Plus, if that's...
I have unironically not a single time in my life heard a single person complain about Twitter ads. It's just not a thing that I have seen in my life happen. I didn't know people cared about it, but Mutahar is telling me that people probably really do, huh?
That's even a thing where they get rid of the ads, okay? Pro tip, just use an ad block tool. But we'll get to Twitter-specific ad block as well. Add bold and italic text in your tweets. There's a website called Capitalize My Title. You can put in whatever you want. Pick bold italics. Just copy that shit right there.
Bam.
And bam! you can get away with that, without ever paying them $10 a month.
Now that's pretty cool. I had no idea that exists, but saying this just completely shows a fundamental not understanding of what's happening here. People are gonna pay for convenience if they can afford it. If someone really, really wants to put their text in bold or italic, a lot of those people are now gonna subscribe to Twitter Blue just because of this opportunity, because no one wants the hustle of going into another website, pasting the text there, then going back to Twitter. Now, people pay for convenience. It is such a simple concept, and Mutahar obviously doesn't know about it. If you can do it some way free, but it takes 5 extra steps, you can probably sell it for a small price and people are gonna buy it. This is how the world operates.
Post longer videos and 1080p video uploads as well. That's a cool feature, If
True.
anybody was going to watch a whole 20-minute video on Twitter, to be honest with you, no, they're probably not.
This is probably the dumbest logic so far we have heard of Mutahar. I would say probably, period, honestly. Okay, so imagine you see a video on Twitter that's 20 minutes long. Are you just not gonna watch it? Are you just gonna ignore it because it's on Twitter? No, people are gonna watch. If someone sees a video on a website they usually don't go, but they're gonna watch it, surprise Mutahar, they're gonna watch it. It doesn't matter if it's on Twitter, it doesn't matter if it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever Pornhub site you usually frequent to. They're gonna watch it. It doesn't matter what platform is. No one goes to Instagram, finds a video that they want to watch, and it's 3 minutes long, and then they go, yes, but it's on Instagram. Better search it up on YouTube. No. People are gonna watch a 20, 30, 40, or even an hour-long video on Twitter if they see something that they like. That's a big thing. And by the way, I have already seen a couple of videos that are 20, 30 minutes long on Twitter that people are watching. It works. It works. And here we have a person who's saying, well, it's above 2 minutes long, no one's gonna watch it on Twitter. Sure.
And then, of course, you get all the features like edit tweets, bookmark your folders, and early access to new features.
Cool.
Now, of course, you also get the longer tweets, so you can write a novel if you wanted. You can also
Cool.
get NFT profile pictures, because if people weren't bullying you for the blue check mark already, they're going to bully you when you have a hexagon profile.
Hey, the NFT people are stupid as hell. If something has anything remotely close to do with an NFT, you can bet an idiot who spent $100K on a monkey is gonna spend those $8 on Twitter to promote the fact that he did spend $100K on a monkey. That is absolutely priceless. That is just free money right there.
Profile picture. No, for the first time in a long time, I've looked over analytics for social media platforms, and in this case, I haven't really seen any big difference in impressions from being like removed from the verified program or whatnot. Again, this could all change. We'll have to look at like 6 months of data to like truly see what happens. But again,
I don't trust Mutahar to be capable of actually analyzing 6 months of data. I'm not gonna lie, Mutahar is not capable of analyzing any data.
To me,
It's
none of
just
these
funny.
impressions ever really carry over to YouTube. So like, to pay for this service wouldn't really be an important thing for me to do. Otherwise, if it was different, if I was seeing a lot of carryover, obviously the tune would be different. But yeah, it's one of those things where all I do is shitpost and put photos of like gaming screenshots. If that's worth paying $10 to post.
Can you imagine? Maybe Twitter Blue doesn't make a difference for some people to buy it, but maybe it does make a difference for some people to buy it. Imagine that possibility. Some people want to do it, some people have a benefit to doing it, and some don't. I'm honestly mind blown.
And then like gain some slight boost in the algorithm. I'm gonna have to take a pass on that one. But of course, if it's important to you, and like I'm gonna tell you right now, if your business is hinged on being visible on this platform, you should absolutely consider paying for it. 100%.
Yep.
Now, whether you
That's
have
true.
the check or you don't have the check, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. I distinctly remember like years ago with PewDiePie, who was on Twitter getting canceled and whatnot. PewDiePie literally was a verified user before he turned himself into a globified individual, basically de-verifying himself because even in his eyes, verification never really stopped anybody from, falling for fake accounts and so on and so forth. Verification.
Not even 3 minutes ago in this video, he was telling us, oh, verification prevents theft, prevents scams. And now he's just literally saying, yeah, verification never actually did anything useful. Wow. How can you just... It's not even 3 minutes apart, Muta. Like, come on. You can't tell us, oh, verification is this process that everyone needs because it prevents scams, doppelgangers, and all of that stuff. And then, just 3 minutes after, tell us, yeah, verification doesn't actually mean anything. You can't be like this, okay?
Verification really doesn't mean all that much in the grand scheme of things. If you're worried about people impersonating you, I'm sorry to say, dumb people will fall for impersonation scams all the time, with or without a check mark. Now, of course, one of the cool features that Elon has quietly forgotten about, February 3rd, 2023, I want you to remember this post. Starting today, Twitter will share ad revenue with creators for ads that appear in their reply threads. I don't know why I went Australian there. I was going for a South African bit. Now, I would have subscribed to Twitter Blue, but I don't even get a share of the revenue. I don't get a revenue cut. So why the fuck would I pay $10 a month for a goddamn vanity check mark? To be honest with you, I feel like the Twitter Blue check...
I want to just speak on the vanity blue checkmark, okay? Mutahar, as much as I know, probably most likely was verified on Twitter. And I'm gonna go 9-1 on the fact that he did not wake up one magical morning and just notice that, oh, I'm verified on Twitter. No. He most likely intentionally went to Twitter and tried to get himself verified. Yeah. This whole video is him just making a hissy fit because he's no longer special. Because now he's one of the plebs, as he said previously. Now he's just a part of the rubble. He is no longer this unique, visible, clearly better than everyone else individual. Now he's just like the rest. And this is pretty much, by the way, the reasoning, the game plan for a lot of people, a lot of celebrities being pissed about their verification being removed because they're no longer this authentic, unique, looked up to be being because they have a blue check mark. Obviously, people who are this self-centered as Mutahar want to stand out above the rest. They want that special marker or whatever they are doing because they want to be special. If that was not true, then he would have probably never gotten verified on Twitter in the first place. Now, admittedly, I could be wrong here, and maybe he wasn't never verified on Twitter because I don't follow him there. But I'm willing to go 99% sure that he was, and it wasn't granted for him for free. That he had to actually go and ask for verification. Okay?
Check soccer really does appeal to people who are, more focused on the vanity of it. They just want to feel different than the other people. They want to feel like they're part of the elite club, so on and so forth.
Like you.
And to be honest, if you ever feel like that, you are a sad, pathetic individual. And it seems...
Said the guy who stopped wearing his expensive watch just so he seems more like the average person, because he wore an expensive watch for a very long time, and then he understood, wait a minute, me wearing a watch that probably exceeds what an average person earns a month probably does not go well. Because keep in mind, this is the top 1%er, a millionaire who lives in pretty much probably a mansion, telling you that he's just one of the classic plebs. Classic.
Seems like for a lot of people who were verified in the legacy world, it didn't really matter for them too. Now, obviously, on April 20th, 420, 421, Twitter got rid of the legacy verified system, meaning if you had an old school blue check, it was removed. Now, generally, this was something everyone knew was coming months down the road. Actually, Twitter delayed a fair bit of it just because they were trying to get as many of those legacy verified accounts over to Twitter Blue. Now, I don't know if this is entirely true or not, but based on people that had API access, allegedly, they were basically saying after the purge, 19,000 of the 407,000 legacy verified accounts had Twitter Blue. Today, after the purge, those same accounts are 19,497 for a net increase of 28 accounts. Again, they're implying that 28 people after this purge signed up for Twitter Blue, which I think is a very, very low number. Obviously, the point of this is...
Which seems impossible. Also, we're talking about someone who got fired from Twitter. So you can bet those people are gonna be, yes, Twitter's doing good. I mean, Mutahar was one of those people who said, Elon Musk has fired 50% of Twitter. It's literally gonna shut down any day now. And now 80% of Twitter have been fired and the platform works completely fine. Who would have known? Oh, wait, anyone who actually understands anything about business.
Not a lot of people were carrying over. Now, again, based on the amount of Twitter Blue subscribers that exist, Elon is making like millions of dollars when he's losing hundreds of millions of dollars every quarter over Twitter because it is just a money pit. Remember, Elon didn't buy this because it was free speech oriented. Elon was forced to buy Twitter after he flexed buying it for $44 billion back in the day. A court ended up forcing him in Delaware to actually buy this service for the price point that he had initially pitched. Otherwise, it would be a severe issue for him. So he just ponied up $44 billion out of force to buy Twitter. Not because he cared so much about free speech.
Man, that was hilarious. Elon saw what's happening inside of Twitter, and he was like, "Oh man, actually, you know what? I don't want to buy this. What's happening here is real bad." And he kind of proved that, like, spot on.
Or anything. Again, I'm not saying this to rag on Elon. Again, I don't care.
Yes, you are.
Most
Yes, you
billionaires,
do.
in fact, all billionaires, in my opinion, are pretty predatory individuals. Whether you're Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk.
This is my favorite thing about rich people. Before you're a millionaire, you're gonna say, all millionaires are evil. But when you become a billionaire, suddenly the billionaires are no longer the problem. Suddenly it's the billionaires who are the problem, not the millionaires. The moment they become millionaires, the millionaires are no longer the problem. The billionaires, now those are the true evil ones.
They don't care about you or the average person. They just care about lining up their own pockets.
True.
Elon is not a man of the people. Elon is a man of his own companies and his own bread. Like most people are. Elon Musk to me is a guy that, to be honest with you, I used to be all kind of about him years ago because he wasn't really encroaching in my field of expertise. The moment he bought Twitter and started talking about API stacks and all this crazy shit, basically throwing buzzwords at the wall hoping something would stick, is the moment that I looked at the guy and was like, this isn't really the Tony Stark figure people talked about.
Okay, so this is, by the way, a huge self-report on stupidity right here from Mutahar's part. He literally just says the quiet part out loud. Before he started talking about my field of expertise, I considered him smart. But now that he does not perfectly understand my very minor field of expertise, I'm just gonna call him an idiot flat out, right? Anyone who judges people just on one small field of expertise is probably a moron. Like I said, I talk about very specific things, but I'm not going to call someone stupid for not understanding a very specific field. For example, like finance or business. I'm not going to call a person just in general stupid because they don't understand something. I'm not going to base a person's intelligence solely on the fact do they know how to drive a manual car. I'm not gonna do it. But Mutahar here is like, I thought Elon Musk was smart, but then he said something I disagree on a very niche thing, and now he's just dumb. That is just not a way you get far in life when you do things like this. Admittedly, Muta has, but in general, that's not how this works.
Now, because people didn't subscribe to Twitter Blue, a couple users, a couple large prominent accounts, had started to receive the blue check mark once again. Now, again, this is the MIT account, literally Massachusetts Institute of Technology, writing, "We did not subscribe to Twitter Blue." So basically, the blue check now basically reads like somebody who subscribed to Twitter Blue and verified their phone numbers. It seems like Elon Musk is actually paying, in his own words, for some users to get their blue check marks once again. In reality, if your account has over 1 million followers, you're going to get the blue check mark again. So, again, to the people that are...
So that's not completely true, but Mutahar's concept of this is completely dumb.
...are buying this shit for $8 a month, or whatever the price is in your area, it's hilarious that people are buying it, and at the same time, they've still created a verified system that's still giving celebrities and prominent users free check marks like they used to be. So in a weird way, we've just rounded back to the original verification system.
So this is a completely not moot point, but this is a stupid point. So first of all, what Elon Musk is doing is not just charity work, even though it is hilarious. The reality what Elon Musk is doing with giving these accounts free blue check marks is social engineering. It's pretty simple. If someone likes someone a lot, chances are they want to be like that person to a small degree. And that also translates into something like buying a Twitter blue. Imagine, your most favorite singer or whatever the hell in all of the universe has Twitter blue. There's a bigger chance you're going to buy it. This is just how humans work en masse. If you see someone you really, really like and they have Twitter blue, you are way more inclined to buy that Twitter blue. Elon Musk giving an account that is well known and huge a checkmark for free translates into potentially probably a prominent amount of X people buying it because of it. And Mutahar is completely ignorant to that idea.
Except it's totally gutted and weird in what it used to be. I mean, here's Ron Perlman going, just for the record, I have not subbed to Twitter Blue, nor will I ever. See, there's kind of like a weird, virtue signal over here, too, where it's like...
Wasn't that guy caught beating his wife or something like that? Now, I'm not sure. Maybe he wasn't, but I kind of remember something really bad going on about that guy.
I'm not buying Twitter Blue. Elon's just putting the moron badge on me. And again, even Stephen King, who was like one of the first people to lose the check and then get it back, my Twitter account says I've subbed to Blue. I haven't. They said I...
So, here I want you to understand one thing. So, there's this neat thing called average distribution, right? An average distribution pretty much always looks, well, not exactly like a pyramid, but it's essentially like this. So, you got the people here who hate Twitter Blue and gonna speak out against it, and you have here the people who love Twitter Blue for stupid reasons also. And these two groups are gonna go at each other's throat. But the reality is the average person literally does not care about Twitter Blue at all. The average person probably doesn't even know that Twitter removed the check marks from celebrities and whatnot. There's a good chance that a lot of people don't even know about it, because people don't actually care about this stuff. And now that these check marks are removed, well, a lot of these people now have the opportunity to be like the celebrity that they always wanted to be or that they admire or something like that. And it's just great. It's a good move.
I've given a phone number. I haven't. And again, Elon confirmed that he was paying for the blue instead. Even a lot of journalists who criticized the hell out of this ended up getting their check back anyways. So, to be real with you, again, if you're prominent...
If enough people have Twitter Blue, you're not gonna not get it. For example, the people who are extremely mad about Twitter Blue but are constantly on Twitter Blue, just give it a week, maybe at the worst a month or two, and they're all gonna buy Twitter Blue. I can guarantee you it. Because the people who are just constantly on Twitter, they want their message to be heard. They want their message to be seen because they are insane. So they will buy Twitter Blue because they want their message to be seen by more. Because they are fundamentally insane and they think that everyone wants and cares about their opinions. That's just how life works. So all of those people are going to buy Twitter Blue. And can you imagine, for example, all of the celebrities from, for example, the rap scene, they got Twitter Blue. What are you going to be? The one celebrity who doesn't buy Twitter Blue? The Twitter Blue thing is going to snowball sooner or later in pure peer pressure amongst celebrities, amongst a lot of common people, and definitely amongst the people who constantly are on Twitter and tweet about things.
Enough, they'll just give you the check for free. I guess Elon realized that having individuals being impersonated on a service wasn't going to be a net benefit.
Absolutely not.
Anyways, and for a service like Twitter recently that's been taking L after L after L.
I talked about this. If you want, you can look at my previous video about Mutahar, where he just goes into legal stuff and he doesn't even know basic terminology and makes it up on the fly. I talked about this because this is stupid. This is an evaluation by a company that literally is not trustworthy.
L after L.
And as I said previously, hey, give me the numbers and I can do some very big BS but completely legitimate math and make Twitter be worth just 1 penny in evaluation. It's not hard.
Now, because of how insane this blue checkmark saga was, there was an entire movement to block blue accounts site-wide. One of the accounts was @blocktheblue, which apparently appears to be suspended because they violated the Twitter rules. Free speech absolutism, my ass! So again, these people were creating like block lists again on Twitter, just so you can actually load up the webpage and block any verified account that you wanted on site. And generally speaking, I think this was like a step.
This is hilarious because people who actually do this are not even. They're not. Maybe that's like 1 or 2 in a million Twitter users. Maybe that's probably the actual amount of people who are gonna go this far. But in any case, I already watched this video, and I don't think there was anything other than this. After he just rambles on about stupid stuff. Well, less interesting stupid stuff, I should probably say. But in any case, that was it. Mutahar, absolute dog water shit opinions, my dude, as always. Stick to fixing printers, stick to trying to emulate 3DS on an iPad or whatever the hell you want, and Elon Musk is not gonna hurt you, okay? He's not gonna be under your bed at night, he's not going after you, you don't have to base your life so much about hating the dude for no reason, okay? There's no need.